functional mushrooms have been around and used for relief in inflammation, in wellness for thousands of years. It's just, I really believe that we've come to the party. There really aren't a lot of premium players. We've branded this well. We've come up with an efficacious formula. And really, again, it's the right timing.
My next guest is David Kerbel. He's the CEO of Rritual Superfoods, trades on the CSE under the symbol RSF. David, welcome.
Thank you very much.
David, can you give me an overview of what the business of your company, Rritual Superfoods, is?
Sure. Rritual Superfoods is the first award-winning premium functional mushroom and adaptogen in the superfoods marketplace. But we're more than just a mushroom company. Really, it's a superfoods platform that we play in.
Okay. So there's been a lot of mushrooms in the news lately, and this is not in the field of psychedelic mushrooms for mental wellness, is it?
No, it's not at all. These are functional mushrooms and adaptogens, plant-based, all natural, vegan. But the interesting part is one of the side benefits is certainly mental fitness. Our reishi and adaptogenic ashwagandha root tie in together to really help for stress relief. We also have our lion's mane, which we tie in with rhodiola to really give us focus, and chaga, which helps boost our immune system, that really, again, keeps us right and feeling good, both mentally and physically. But it's nothing to do whatsoever with psychedelics. No.
Oh, okay. All right. So these are the other wellness categories of functional mushrooms. That's interesting to me. I have lion's mane that fruits on my property in maple logs every winter, and so we eat those religiously. Then I have also chaga, which during the pandemic, when it first came on, we were pulling out all the natural stops we could. So I've got great experience with those, and certainly I've not had any virus so far. So what is the market for this? Is this a wellness market for bioceutically minded customers, or are these more geared towards a general nutritional market?
It really, it's a great point. So we are proud of the fact that we're plant-based products. We're vegan, we're natural, we're organic. But at the same time, the marketplace in North America has really shifted. It's not just going into a specialty shop, although we have distribution there. It's really the mainstream brick and mortar retailers that are getting behind this and really seeing the opportunity and taking advantage, giving their consumers the products that they desire. So our biggest retailers in the country, in the U.S. here, are Rite Aid, which is in CVS, two of the largest drugstore chains in the world. And we also have very good distribution in the natural and organic space. So it's more of a mainstream item, although, again, our roots that we're very proud of, we're plant-based, organic, and natural.
Mm-hmm. So then your source of lion's mane mushroom is wildly cultivated, or not cultivated, widely grown in the woods?
Well, no, it's done. It's a great question. So we take the mycelium, which is the root system. That's really what we use. We powder it, but we take it off of organic mushroom farms throughout the U.S. They have to meet an organic standard for us. They have to be all natural. And again, we take the mycelium, dry that out, form into a powder, tie it in and mix it with adaptogens and cacao and really good tasting products so that we can have a good mixability, a good shelf life on our product, and it's efficacious.
So you're cultivating mycelium and using the dried mycelium. You don't actually fruit the mushrooms to get to the end product. There's no difference between the mycelium and a fruited body derived from the mycelium, is there?
No, not really. But the mycelium is really that infrastructure underground, that stuff that really is full of nutrients and powerful. Our product has to be efficacious. So that's really our secret ingredient there is we take the mycelium, we dry it out, we tie it in with adaptogen and really make an efficacious and good tasting product.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And so then the chaga, where do you derive that from?
The same thing. Again, all natural and organic farms throughout the U.S. We derive all of our chaga, our lion's mane, and our reishi from U.S. certified organic mushroom farms.
You can propagate mushrooms, reishi mushrooms, chaga fungus, and lion's mane entirely from the just mycelium.
Right, correct.
Interesting. So then, why is there this sudden interest in all of these functional mushrooms? Why is it happening now and not previously?
Yeah, it's a great question. I mean, functional mushrooms have been around and used for relief in inflammation, in wellness for thousands of years. It's just, I really believe that we've come to the party. There really aren't a lot of premium players. We've branded this well. We've come up with an efficacious formula. And really, again, it's the right timing. We didn't certainly plan this around what's happened in the catastrophes of the world. We planned our company at probably about 4 months ahead of time. We've been fortunate that we are serving the needs of our consumers and our retailers by offering this product. But it's really the right time and the right place. Folks are really looking at natural, plant-based alternatives to everyday stressors.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and so then what is the total addressable market worldwide for these products?
Yeah, so in the functional mushroom space, the global footprint is trending toward $55 billion with a B and USD, and that'll be by the end of 2025. So it's around 35 and growing right now and trending on a bigger basis. The superfoods market is a $300 billion marketplace. So it's important that we distinguish where our first products are mushroom based with adaptogens. That won't be our last product. We're always going to be true to our company, good for you, organic, healthy products, but it'll be in different formulations and formats that may or may not just feature functional mushrooms and adaptogens.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. So what about competitive landscape? Are there a lot of companies in the space, and are there big food conglomerates contemplating this?
Well, I think our largest competitor is publicly traded right now on NASDAQ, Laird Superfoods, and they certainly bring a lot to the marketplace. They've been around for 9 years. What's really important to us is in a very short period of time, we committed about a year ago, before we even went public, we committed about a year ago to being in 2,400 stores, brick and mortar stores, throughout this first year. So in our first calendar year, we listed in March, we committed to our retailers, we committed to our investors and our shareholders that we'd be in 2,400 stores. What's really cool is we're well over 3,000 already and continuing to grow. Well, I bring that up in context with Laird's. Their business has been around for 9 years. And by the end of this year, we'll probably be in as many retailers as they are. Mm-hmm. So we feel real good about what we've done.
Wow. So then what's the growth profile of the company revenue-wise currently and going out 12, 18, 36 months?
Yeah, we'll in our first 12 months of shipments, we'll be in our first base of product. There's two important distinctions there. Our first 7 items that are in distribution today are only our first tranche. We've got 2 more ready to ship in Q4, and then we've got 17 more for 2022. So I want to put that in context first. But our first 12 months of shipment on our base products alone, just in North America, will be around 8.4 to 8.5 million in USD sales. Our second year, we're looking to at least double that. And again, that's just with our baseline. With our new items that are coming out and our next launch of products will be well over 16. And then 2023, we're around 25 million. But again, the upside on that is probably 2x once we launch our full bevy of products.
Sure. And so I see that you're delivering to the Amazon Fulfillment Center. Do you have a online store on Amazon?
Yeah, it is live already. So yes, we have a company store, US, customers on Amazon, as well as riteaid.com and our own website, ritual.com with 2 R's. And we're selling quite a bit. We're very pleased with that distribution.
Yeah, I bet. Well, so my question for that was, if you were to see sort of viral explosion of interest on the Amazon scale, do you have the current production to meet a, for example, 10x sudden demand jump in your products?
Sure. And that's going back to the importance of the mycelium and drying that out. So if we were just on the fresh market, we have cycles in terms of which the product is cultivated. And then, we have that growth cycle to worry about that lag. So the answer is yes. I feel very good because our product can be derived at one time and run at 2 or 3 different components, which is terrific. And then it stores well. We have a 2-year shelf life on our product. So the answer is, if we were just dealing in a fresh market for raw material and ingredients, I wouldn't feel as good. But with the team that we've got, with over 150 years experience in our team in the consumer packaged goods business, feel very comfortable with a trajectory of 3, 4, 5, 10x growth. I really do.
Wow, that's incredible. Well, David, this is a company in a sector that is really near and dear to my heart. I'm a big believer in naturopathic approaches to brain health, body health, etc. So we're going to follow this story. I really thank you for your time today, and we're going to come back to you in a couple of months and see how things are rolling out. Thank you very much for your time today.
My pleasure. I look forward to it.
You bet.